So I was tagged by the lovely Lisa to do the mummy tag, so that's what I'm doing for you today. I'm actually doing this video in collaboration with the lovely Lucie from Lucieandthebump. Lucie is so lovely. She has a little boy called Harry who is so cute, and she makes like vloggy videos on her channel, so I will link her channel below if you don't know her already and you can go and have a look. The first question is, are you a stay-at-home mum or a working mum? I am a working mum. Most of you will know I returned to work in January after having about 13 months maternity leave. So yeah, I'm a working mum. Would you have it any other way? Yes, I would. I feel like I do 3.5 days and I do 28 hours within those 3.5 days, but I do quite long days because of that. So 3 days of the week I don't get back to see Jack until really late, and he doesn't really go to bed that late. He goes to bed about 6:30 every evening, so I don't get very much time with him at all, and I really, really hate that. I wouldn't change the fact that he goes to other places, so he goes to his grandparents twice a week and nursery a day and a half, and I think it is really important that he's socialised like that, because it was getting to the point where he was quite clingy, but now he actually enjoys going and he waves goodbye to me and smiles, which I love, and I feel like the nursery is so creative. They're always doing things, and the other day they were celebrating Chinese New Year and Jack was running his own Chinese restaurant and had his little customers, and photos were taken, and it was just so sweet. So I wouldn't change the fact that I'm a working mum, but I would like to spend more time with him in the evenings, so maybe do less hours. Do you co-sleep? No, we don't co-sleep. We did co-sleep for such a long time. When he was a newborn, we pretty much slept in the same bed for absolutely ages, because he just would not sleep otherwise. He would sleep for like 20 minutes and it was horrible. And then at the end of last year, so he was around 10-11 months, we also went through another period of co-sleeping, because again he wouldn't sleep in his cot. He was waking like every hour and it was so hard. But then we did some sleep training and now he sleeps in his cot pretty much through the night most of the time. I don't like to say that out loud though, because I feel like you jinx yourself. What is your one must-have item for your baby? So if we're talking about when Jack was an actual baby rather than a toddler, I think maybe something that was just essential for us. So maybe the steriliser, because although I breastfeed, I still express and use bottles, so a steriliser is probably one of my biggest must-haves. My breast pump, that was a must-have. There's loads, like obviously your essentials like your monitors and things like that. So yeah. How many kids do you plan on having? This is really hard because I feel like I'm in a place at the moment where I'm getting control of my life a little bit more again, so I'm able to go and do things, and we've got loads coming up this year of things as a family but also on my own, and I'm really excited for that. I feel like you spend your pregnancy, especially as a first time mum, just thinking about the baby and preparing and getting really ready, so it's always baby, 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 and then obviously you have them and you're totally absorbed by them. So I feel like now he's a bit more independent, obviously completely reliant on me still, but he is a bit more independent, so I feel like he has a bedtime, he sleeps through the night, I can go and do things, he's happy to go with other people, so I'm enjoying that freedom, I guess. However, I would like another one. I think we've agreed that we will have 2. Date night. How many do you have a month? Not very many at all. Last year when I was on maternity leave, we tried to do something once a month, whether that was to go for a drink or have dinner, and we did do it for a few months until Jack started sleeping really badly, so that kind of stopped. Now I would say rarely, like really rarely, I can't even think. We do actually have a date coming up though, not next week but the week after, in the day, so I'm not sure what we're going to do. Your child's favourite show? Jack actually does like TV now and does watch a fair few programmes. We watch CBeebies, so that's the channel of choice, and he loves the Twirlywoos, he likes the Teletubbies, he likes Rah Rah the Noisy Little Lion, I don't know if that's what it's called, but he loves that. One thing you bought before having your baby and didn't end up using? At the beginning when Jack was a really bad sleeper, we read about swaddling, so we bought him a swaddle sleep bag. So it's basically the same as a grow bag, so it has like a zip and everything and covers them, but it keeps their arms in so that they are swaddled. He hated it. He really hated it. I think he liked being like warm and cozy and feeling like he's cuddled when he slept. But when I tried to feed him in this, it was literally like he was possessed. He would just like wriggle around like this, and I just felt like he was so uncomfortable. Then obviously taking him out of it to feed him waked him up, so it was just a bit of a fail. We barely used that at all. Your child's favourite food. Jack pretty much likes all food. Now, I don't know if he's too young to be super fussy or if we're kind of not going to completely hit that stage. I don't know. I have no experience with this. However, today he's not that fussy. I would say though his favourite foods are fruit. He loves fruit like strawberries and raspberries and bananas. He loves toast. He loves peanut butter on toast. He loves... I do a lot of like homemade lasagnas but with vegetables, so like courgettes and aubergines, and he likes those. He likes, his favourite things are like things with tomato based dishes, so like tomato based pasta dishes or gravy, so like stews and things like that. So yeah, he likes quite a variety of food. He eats a lot of food though. How many cars does your family have? We have 2 cars. We have to have 2 cars because we both work, and we both work in different areas and different hours, so we have 2 cars. Again, before pregnancy, during and after. So before pregnancy I was probably just like at my ideal weight, which is about 9 stone 2-ish. That's like my ideal. I did go down to about 8 stone 10, but for me I just felt like I looked too small, and lots of people said I just didn't look as healthy at that weight. During pregnancy I put on about 2.5 stone, and then after Jack, so now I weigh around 9 stone 2 again, I think. I think I'm pretty much at what I was before. I'm just not as toned as I would like to be, but I am doing lots of working out things at the moment, so if you want to know more about like fitness, because I'm quite into that type of thing, then let me know and I can make some videos about it. Dream holiday with your kids. Of course it has to be Disney. Joe and I are massive Disney fans anyway. We've been, well, I've been twice, Joe has been loads. He used to go all the time as a child. So we would love to take Jack there, and I was so tempted to take him there this year, but only being 1, I just feel like it's a little bit wasted on him, and it's not something that he will necessarily remember, and he won't be able to go on that much stuff either. So yeah, not yet, but one day. Dream holiday without your kids. The Maldives. It's again one of those places that everybody wants to go to, but definitely the Maldives. It's just beautiful, but it's so expensive. I wish we had gone before having children now. How has your life changed since before your baby was born? Drastically, like absolutely drastically. It is the most life-changing thing I have ever experienced. I was definitely the naive person that thought that the baby would fit into my life and that he would be by the book and everything that he did in his life would be textbook, and it is obviously far from that. So it has changed my life like nothing else, but it's made me the happiest I've ever been as well, and it just feels like what I've always wanted. I know that sounds really cheesy. Finish this sentence. It makes my heart melt to see. It makes my heart melt to see Jack smiling, and I'm not talking just like a little smile, I'm talking about the big goofy smile that he does. Like he does this smile that is like literally from ear to ear, showing his like 7 teeth, and it is just so cute, and he closes his eyes and it is just adorable, and I love it so much. The other thing actually that makes my heart melt is seeing Jack cuddling Joe. Like that makes my heart burst. Where do you shop for your kids? For clothes, mainly Zara. I love Baby Zara. Every time Jack goes to the next stage of clothes, I will shop in Baby Zara. I don't mind Next. Next is okay. Again, it's not my favourite. Zara's my favourite, but I will shop in Next. And at the moment I'm shopping quite a bit in Sainsbury's for him, because when he goes to nursery or grandparents he gets quite mucky, especially at nursery because they do so much stuff. He always has a change of clothes. So I like to put him in stuff that's quite cheap. Favourite makeup and skincare products? I have so many. Makeup, I can't think of a brand because I use so much, like so many different brands. I like a natural makeup look. I'm not one for putting loads of makeup on because I just don't feel like it suits me and I just can't be bothered. So most of the time I wear tinted moisturisers, really easy basic makeup, and I do invest in my makeup and skincare, especially skincare, because I think it is really important to look after your skin. Huggies or Pampers? Neither. I'm not fussed on either of those. We tried Huggies wipes and I think they are awful because they tear apart. I just think they're rubbish. I don't know how they're selling those. So we use Aldi nappies and Aldi wipes and I think they're really good. We've used them on Jackson from Bath and we've had no problems with them at all. Have you always wanted kids? Yes, I have actually. When I was younger, I really wanted children. And then I went through a stage of being really ambitious and determined with my job and wanting to be successful. So I worked towards that and feel like I achieved what I wanted to and got to the point in my life where I quite enjoyed having my own life and time for me and holidays when I wanted and spending my money on myself. So I got to the point where I was thinking, do I want children? Like, am I just enjoying my life so much that where would a child fit into this? And I realised that actually I really wanted children and now we have Jack. Best thing about being a mum, everything, just everything. He makes me the happiest that I've ever been. Even after like a really terrible day at work or wherever I've been, when I get him, like he is the biggest distraction for feeling sad because he is just his own little person. He's oblivious to all of that stuff and yeah, he just makes me so happy. I love caring for him, I love looking after him, I love feeling like I'm his world and that he's mine. Like I just think that's lovely and I love how complete it makes me feel like with my family. So yeah, I can't pinpoint like little things, it's everything. That's it, that's the 20 questions of the mummy tag. As I said at the beginning of the video, I will link Lucie's channel below so you can go and have a look at her lovely videos. I also want to tag some other mummies to do this. I tag Alicia Cherie, Emily Norris, Charlie from Mummy in the Know and Lauren from Chatty Mum Lauren. I tag all of you, I'd love to see your answers. I also tag anyone else that has a YouTube channel and let me know if you do film this so I can see your responses. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please thumbs up if you did and subscribe to see more from me and I will see you soon. Bye!